5 years ago, I thought I lost you forever. There is no curse that could ever tear me away from you. Will you marry me?
Yes.
Mistress, I have a little bit of news.
Don't ruin my morning.
Philip asked me to marry him.
No,
I wasn't really asking.
nor was I. Love doesn't always end well, Beastie.
Trust me, let us prove you wrong.
You have done an admirable job going against your own nature to raise this child. But now, she will finally get the love of a real mother. Tonight, I consider Aurora my own.
There is no union. There will be no wedding.
What have you done?
We go home now. Aurora!
Maleficent is a threat to everyone. We'll do our best to protect you.
Well, well. One can never be too careful.
This isn't you.
You do not know me.
What happened?
There was another creature.
You've spent years caring for a human. Now it's time to care for your own.
Hello everyone, in our group, we will review a film with the title Maleficent. I will focus on the explanation of the introduction. Maleficent 2. When you watch this film, you might find the complex genre. Why did I say that? Basically, main genre of this film, of course, fantasy. But just not about that. Besides the good fantasy, you will find another genre like adventure, romance, and even action. In my opinion, this film can still be enjoyed by children because this also contains family genre, but it must still be guided by adults because there are some scenes at the end of the film that are too romantic for children, especially for Indonesia children, alright. This film, directed by Joachim Ronin and written by Linda Wolverton, Noah Hamster, and Mika Fitzgerald-Blue. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil was released in the Indonesia on October 16, 2019. And about the major character, of course, Angelina Jolie as Maleficent, as known as the Godmother, and Elephanie as Aurora. Aurora is the Queen of Moors and the goddaughter of the Maleficent. And Michelle River as Queen Ingrid. Queen Ingrid is a mother of Prince Philip, but here becomes the antagonist side of the enemy of the Maleficent. And also Harris Dickinson as the Prince Philip. Prince Philip is the love interest of Princess Aurora. And also other characters such as Morse, which all took only as a supporting character but are very important in building the story film, like Chiwetel Ejiofor as Conal. Conal is a Fae member who saved Maleficent. And Sam Riley as Devil. Devil is Crow who always accompanies Maleficent. In my opinion, in the first Maleficent film, the main focus is indeed on the Maleficent itself, which tell how Maleficent's life span from adolescence to adulthood. The first film is more like a tragic fairy tale creatures rather than the evil monster she is portrayed. However, in this Maleficent 2, the Aurora character is developed as well as the other character. What I want to highlight the most, in my opinion, is how the relationship between Maleficent and Princess Aurora is developed as a family. With the conflict, new character, and new fact that make this story film Maleficent 2 even stronger than before.
Okay everyone, in this part I will explain about the plot summary. Broadly speaking, this film used a well-organized forward plot accompanied by cause and effect plot and several flashbacks that are used to clarify the content in the film. The plot forward in this film is clear from the very beginning of the film. Start from Aurora, who has role as the Queen of the Moors, accompanied by Maleficent, who is considered as her protector and guardian like a mother. However, Maleficent is known as a criminal by the Alstead Kingdom or Prince Philip House. And someday, Maleficent hears Philip propose to Aurora. Maleficent did not like the proposal, but Aurora insisted on accepting and convincing Maleficent that she wants to be with Prince Philip. And the other day, Aurora and Maleficent are invited to an intimate dinner with Prince Philip and his parents, King John and Queen Ingrid. Dinner doesn't go well. Queen Ingrid taunts Maleficent about a slave course, remember the King Stephen's death, accuses Maleficent of killing 2 human hunters, and rejects Maleficent's maternal bond with Aurora. Maleficent is finally angry, of course, and seems to be cursing King John, who is suddenly fast asleep, making Aurora distrust her. Maleficent tries to escape from the castle, but Queen Ingrid's maid shoots Maleficent with an iron mallet and injures her and falls into the sea. Maleficent is rescued by the creature that looks like her and taken to a cave. Here the plot turns into flashback where Maleficent discovers his true identity, that he is one of the last ancient, the powerful Dark Fae. Aurora realized that it was Queen Ingrid who cursed King John. Queen Ingrid also had the Moors and want to kill people the Moors using iron weapon and deadly the right powder. However, her attempt failed because Maleficent and the Dark Fae came to Alstead, and in this part, cause and effect plot is begin. When Maleficent almost killed Queen Ingrid, Aurora pleads to save her. Unexpectedly, Queen Ingrid shoots Maleficent a arrow. Then Maleficent dies. But Maleficent is reborn as a phoenix. As Aurora tears fall on her ashes, Queen Ingrid was thrown into a god and punishment for her crimes. Then Maleficent returns to the Moors with the other Dark Fae. This film has an interesting plot summary, right?
Maleficent is come to the max after 5 years. Instead of being almost shoot for a repeat shoot of something we already know, understand a lot worse. It is actually trying something different by switching Sleeping Beauty's story to a villain perspective. Like Angelina Jolie's casting is as flawless as it can be, and to some of the major themes presented, like the scene of Maleficent's mewing until her wings are cut off by her lover is still rather intense. It feels like a movie with something to say beyond the story you thought you knew it. A sequel, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, barely starts from Maleficent 2014 in terms of theme or character motivation, but is afforded more freedom than any others live action film to come from House of Mouse recently. The film is In the CG animation, fantastic set designs, elaborate costume with intricate details and unique creatures, and a fantastic fairies is somehow of by the very dark tone of the film. The costume design, lighting design, set design, and cinematography went beyond what we expected from a Disney animated film. Pastels, floor-length, lace dresses, pearls, dazzling gowns, and feminine braids adorn the film's leading ladies. Even the black dress that covered Maleficent's body looked elegant. There are many moments in this film where its lighting is absolutely stunning. Then there are lots of pieces scattered throughout the film that could make for a fun and engaging narrative, and some great dynamics between the characters. But they never come together the way they should. I think there are many unexpected plot twists in this film, and the ensemble cast has a variety of talents. In this film, there are many different looking and unique cartoons like humans, creature, and inhabitants who coexist with the Moors. There is a major underlying theme of good versus evil, like versus dark, and I find it very interesting that dark secret societies of fallen angels or winged beings are named after real life historical people, the Moors.
Well, I'm going to analyze Maleficent to Mistress of Evil. Still like the first film, Maleficent to Mistress of Evil also still prioritizes the power of love. The beautiful scenery in the first film is also still there in Maleficent 2. The audience eyes are still spoiled by the beauty of the Moor's forest and the tiny fires of various color and interacting with each other. The world of the Moors is described very beautiful through good and detailed CGI with dozens of color creatures with dynamic landscapes. Throughout the film, Maleficent is seen wearing a normal black robe and skin-tight black cat outfit, while Queen Ingrid wears a white dress even into battle. There are protagonists and antagonists respectively. Aurora wears a blue dress and a pink dress. At her wedding, Aurora wore blue as a tribute to Vidal's sacrifice. Osta's color is red, as in the draping in the castle, the uniforms of the soldiers, and the red iron dust. Prince Philip, as the wife ship of the Ostad fashion, wears blue. Maleficent magic is green and very bright as she withdraws the big Tom Harris moment in the final battle. Maleficent thus turned after her heroic sacrifice dark gray. The moment she started to return from the dead, it turned to gold. Likewise, with the magician of the Fey clan, have wings with the typical makeup of the magician, and their faces are set with various faces. Overall, the sequel to Maleficent 2 can be said to be good. However, in terms of lighting, it looks darker and less suitable for children or parents to enjoy Disney movies. However, in terms of visualization, director Joachim Ronin is quite successful in spoiling the eyes of the audience with the beauty of fairylands full of flowers and nature that look real. Like a typical Disney Beats movie, the music isn't too much, but it's nice to hear. Intensely, this conflict between mother and child can touch the hearts of all viewers. In addition to the requirements for the message of the bond of love between mother and child, this film also presents a message of importance of tolerance and respect for difference in what happens in our lives. We can conclude Maleficent 2 Mistress of Evil tells the importance of love and peace, which is a fantasy genre. After all, Maleficent's motherly love for Aurora is what saved the young women from eternal slumber in the first film. And in the end, Maleficent realized how much Philip loved Aurora and agreed to wear her daughter the Isle at the wedding. Aurora and Philip's love for each other are what unites the kingdom in peace. Aurora's love for Maleficent also played a major role in convincing Maleficent to choose peace over war. In the film Maleficent 2, Mistress of Evil, the conflict between mother and child is brought to the fore, but it is very well laid out, which is give more moral value, so it is worthy to be watched by the family. For example, to live side by side in peace with other peoples who are different from us. That's all the review of the Maleficent 2 Mistress of Evil movie from our group. Thank you very much.